I get exactly what you mean by great people congregating together. Now, this is my unpopular personal opinion. If you understand that you are the church, you understand that you are the temple, why should you go inside of a church building and congregate with your kind of people? Because most likely when you go into a church, right, just because you go inside of a church and everybody is watching the same pastor, everybody doesn't stand or believe in exactly everything that you believe in. So just because you go into a church and you fellowship with your church members, it doesn't mean that everybody got the same thing in their heart. They got the same thing on their minds. You know what I'm saying? You could be talking to the devil itself inside of a church. But once you get to the great awakening and understanding that you are the church and you are the temple, anywhere that you go, you are the church, you are the temple. So if you just walk up to somebody and say, hello, you are congregating because that person had just came up to you and said hello back. That is congregating. When you go into a group of people that you don't even know and you have a conversation, you are congregating because you are the church. The church is actually witnessing you. The church is actually listening to everything that's coming out of the temple. So anywhere that you go, whether you go to work, whether you go to church, whether you go to school, whether you go to your mama house, whether you walking down the street, you are the church. You are the temple. Anyone that comes into your space is automatically congregated. This is the main reason why people that got the church and the temple distilled in them, they attract people. They are very attractive. And once you get around people that got the real church and the real temple in them, these are people that stays to themselves because they draw a lot of people to them, and a lot of people don't like them because they are so attractive, because they have an energy in them. They have a source in them. They have an aura in them that is drawn to attraction, and the people are going to be attracted to them. This is why a lot of introverts, a lot of awakened people, even though they like being alone, once they go out, everybody notices them, whether it's their name, the way they look, the way they act. A person that got the temple and the church in them, they can go inside of a building and automatically people is going to notice them. And they could be the most ugliest one in the room. They could look like nothing. But for some reason, when they go into the room, everybody is going to notice them. And once a person that got the real temple and the real church in them, when they go into a room, they're going to know the energies of all the people in the room, because it's the spirit of the church. It's the spirit of the temple that dwells in them. I'm talking about the Holy Spirit. So when a person with the holy temple and the holy church in them, when they go into a room, they're going to see, okay, this room is off. So when you go into that room, no matter what room it is, no matter where you are, once you sit down and you know that energy is off, you are congregating. That means the people in that room is witnessing the words and the actions that is coming out of that church, that is coming out of that temple. So most likely when you leave that room, you are going to change people. Because the way that they thought about you when you first came in, they're going to think different about your ass once you walk out. Because every room that I walk into, people notice me. But by the time I leave that room, they be begging me to stay or begging me to come back. Because they have just got touched. They have just witnessed. They have just felt the words and the aura of that temple, of that church. And you can't necessarily say that you are around people like you when you have the temple and the church in you. Because why would you want to be selfish and only go into a church and be around people like you when you can spread the temple and the church all over the earth? That's why we are here, because we are the temple, we are the church, and we spread it around, not just in the church. And why would you want to spread your aura? Why would you want to spread your love? Why would you want to spread who you are in a building that got a cross on it that means death? The fact that I am the temple and I am the church, you will never in my fucking life see me walk into a church ever again. Because when you look at a church, you see a cross. Any building that got a cross on it, I would never step foot in again. Because a cross means death. That means everybody that go into that church is dead. That means they are walking in death. And who is the first one in that church that's deceiving you? Is your fucking pastor. When you get to that height of awakening, then you're just going to walk around. Because you are the church. You are the temple. And there's no death on you. Because you got a light that's anointed. You got a light in you that's anointed with nothing but life. And everywhere you go, people are going to see that. That's why a lot of people hate you for no fucking reason. You ever realize why people hate me for no damn reason? I ain't even do nothing. I don't even know this person. And this person mugging me and hate me because they see the church in you. They see the temple. And they know that once you open up your mouth or you spread your actions, you're going to get all the attention. And they're going to look at you because they see who you are. They see that church. They see that temple in you. They see that spirit in you. And it's nothing they can do about it. So I understand what you mean. You know, be around people that is like you. And to be real honest, I'm never around people that is like me. Everybody that is like me, they live so far away from me. So far away. I can't be around them people every day. So the most I can do now, since I'm not around people, that is, and if I go into a church or go into somewhere that's whatever, I can't, if I was to go into a church right now, they would throw me out. And they wouldn't throw me out because I'm downing them or I'm disagreeing. All I would do is just ask questions. If I were to go into a church right now, I would just ask simple questions that would have them thinking. And they would throw me out. Because one thing about Christians and religious people, they don't like to think. They go by a program what is written in the Holy Book. And they go by a program to what they think Jesus did or said or wanted them to do. So they don't really think. They just do and obey and be obedient. That's why when you go into a church and you start to ask these religious and Christian people, you start to ask them certain questions, they can't answer it because they can't put logic together because they've been doctrined so damn much until they don't know. They don't know. Like if Jesus Christ so-called died on the cross, and he died on the cross as what y'all think y'all know. He died on the cross, right? But he came back to life, right? Why would you want a cross that represents his death on your body? Shouldn't you have something on your body that represents his resurrection? I don't want no cross to represent his death because he's not dead. So why would I want a cross that represents his death, represent what they did to him? Why would I want that on my body? Because he's not dead. He resurrected. He never died. He was never dead in the first place. So why would I want something on my body that represents his death? Why would I want that on my body? Why would I want a big ass cross around my neck? Why would I want that? Why would I want a cross on my ears and that? I don't want nothing to represent his death because he's not dead. If anything, I want something on my body that represents his life and represent that he's still alive. Because cross means death. When you go into these churches, you see a cross on every last one of these churches. It means death. And death doesn't mean dead per se. Death means you asleep. Death doesn't mean that you die literally, even though that's what it means to the majority of us that know the meaning of that word. But death means that you lost something. You don't have. It means without. You know what I'm saying? The death of me, that means the old me, the new me. So when Jesus Christ died, it wasn't that he died. The old him died. The ego died. Now he's in his spiritual. That was the death of him. Like right now, I went through my awakening. The old IG, that was the death of me. The new me don't know nothing about the way I used to think and what I used to know. I probably do some shit because I'm still a sinner. I'm still human. But the old way that I used to think, that was the death of me. I don't think that way no more because that part of me is dead now. But I'm still here or I'm still alive, ain't I? So why is I wearing a cross?